You'd think by now, in 2026, we would have perfected the simple act of getting into our own homes.
We've gone from fumbling with metal keys to tapping codes on keypads to scanning our fingerprints. We've all tried so-called smart solutions that were supposed to unlock the door as we walked up, only for them to fail in the most spectacular ways. True, hands-free entry has always felt like science fiction. But what if I told you that the perfect solution has been hiding in plain sight for a little while now? Amidst the constant hype for the next big thing in AI or the latest transparent TV, one of the most genuinely revolutionary gadgets has been quietly solving a problem we all face every day. And yet almost everyone seems to have missed it. Today, we're looking at the smart lock that should have gone viral but didn't. I'm going to show you why this overlooked gadget is one of the most practical and mind-blowing pieces of tech you can get. And we're going to answer the big question: why was this brilliant technology ignored? The daily struggle is real. Let's be honest, just getting into your house can be a moment of pure frustration. We've all been there, arms overflowing with groceries, trying to manage a toddler, rain pouring down, while you try to dig out your keys. It feels like a scene from a black and white infomercial dot, so we turn to technology. First came the keypads. A decent step up, but you still have to stop, put everything down, and hope you remember the code or that a neighbor isn't watching you type it. Then came fingerprint sensors. They offered better security, but are famously useless if you're wearing gloves in the winter. They can fail when your hands are wet or just slightly off angle. It's a solution that works right up until the moment you need it most. The most ambitious idea has been geofencing, or auto unlock. It uses your phone's location to sense when you're near and unlocks the door. In theory, it's brilliant. In reality, it's been a mess. The tech is notoriously finicky. Sometimes it works perfectly. Other times it unlocks because you drove past your street, or it takes so long to connect that you could have found your keys and made a sandwich in the time it took. It's a feature that creates as much anxiety as convenience. For years, we've just accepted these trade-offs, waiting for a lock that doesn't just react to a signal, but one that actually understands your intent. A lock that knows you are at your door and you want to come inside. That solution is finally here. The reveal: this is the Lockly Visage. And while it's been on the market since late 2024, it never grabbed the headlines like other flashy gadgets. There were no over-the-top marketing campaigns. It was just a lock from a company that has been quietly innovating for years. But this lock does something no other has perfected. It uses your face for true, reliable, hands-free entry. I know what you're thinking: facial recognition is on our phones. But this is different. The Lockly Visage uses a sophisticated system with dual infrared sensors to create a 3D map of your face, combined with radar to detect a person as they approach. The result feels like magic. You walk up to your door, hands full, without breaking your stride. As you get close, the lock senses your approach. The infrared sensors scan your face, and in about a second, the deadbolt retracts. The door is unlocked before you even think about reaching for anything. It's the seamless experience we were always promised. It works in bright sunlight and in total darkness, thanks to those IR sensors. It works if you're wearing glasses or a hat, and you can't fool it with a photograph or a video. The 3D mapping is specifically designed to prevent that. Asterisk, asterisk. Why it's still a secret. Asterisk, asterisk. So if this is so revolutionary, why isn't everyone talking about it? Why did it get lost in the noise? There are a few reasons. First, the tech world is obsessed with AI and broad standards like matter. A smart lock, even one this advanced, can seem a little boring by comparison. It doesn't have a flashy subscription or a conversational interface. It just elegantly solves a real-world problem with solid engineering. Second, there's a healthy skepticism around facial recognition, and for good reason. But this is where Lockly made a crucial design choice. All of your biometric data is encrypted and stored locally on the device itself. It is never uploaded to a cloud server, which means your most personal data stays in your control. And third, the Visage is not a one-trick pony. This is what truly makes it special. Facial recognition is the headline, but it's just one of many ways in. It also has an advanced 3D biometric fingerprint sensor. It has Lockly's signature hack-proof digital keypad, where the numbers shuffle position every time. It supports Apple Home Key, so you can just tap your iPhone or Apple Watch to unlock it. You can use the app, voice commands with Alexa, Google or Siri, or, if all else fails, a good old-fashioned physical key. This isn't about forcing you into one method. It's about providing a complete, layered system where the most convenient option, just walking up to your door, is also incredibly secure. It eliminates the single point of failure that plagues other smart locks, answering the big questions, of course. With any new tech, there are questions. The biggest one is always reliability. What happens if the power or Wi-Fi goes out? Lockley thought of this. The Visage runs on a rechargeable battery pack and even comes with a spare, so you can swap one out while the other charges with zero downtime. And since the core facial and fingerprint recognition happen on the device itself, they work regardless of your internet status. Installation is another common worry. But the Visage is designed as a straightforward DIY project that fits most standard doors. And what about the price? At around $349, it's a premium product. But when you compare it to other high-end smart locks that offer fewer features and less reliable performance, the value becomes clear. You're getting a top-tier fingerprint scanner, a secure keypad, and a truly hands-free experience all in one package. Call to action. We are constantly bombarded with gadgets that promise to change our lives. But so few deliver on a practical daily basis. The Lockley Visage does. It takes a moment of daily friction and simply makes it disappear. Going back to any other lock after using it feels like stepping backwards in time, Doc. So I have to ask, what do you think? Is true hands-free entry the future, or is it a gimmick? What's the most frustrating thing about your current keys or smart lock? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. Conclusion: in a world of tech hype, it's often the quiet, practical innovations that make the biggest impact. The Lockley Visage wasn't the loudest gadget to be released, but it might just be one of the most useful. It represents a shift from smart devices that need our constant attention to truly intelligent devices that just work. It's proof that the best technology isn't always the one that makes the most noise, but the one that makes life just a little bit easier. It solves a problem we've all had, and it does it with a level of polish and security that is genuinely impressive. This is the kind of meaningful tech that deserves more attention. If you enjoyed this look at the tech that others miss, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'm always on the hunt for these hidden gems. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.